Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video I'm going to show you this 1967 Plymouth Satellite. This box has GTX, but this car does not belong in this box. It's another box I had for it, and it's quite destroyed really. So we're going to unbox this car and take a better look at it. But before, don't forget to subscribe my channel and to click the bell for news. And also give me a thumbs up. So if you like those cars, stick to the video because this car is really worth seeing. So let's unbox it. Referring to books, I'm going to use this car of 1960s as a reference for this Plymouth Satellite I'm showing. So we're going to take a look at the 66 and the 67 ones. I've already marked the pages, and here's a 66. As we can see, that's a Satellite with a different front. Well, the rest of the car is pretty much the same. One more 66. For 67, dual headlights. That's a GTX, just like one I've shown before, but in a beige color, sort of a sand beige. The rear of a 67, that's the same GTX, but it's basically the same of a Satellite. That's the Belvedere for a 67 with larger tail lights, two reverse lights in the Plymouth with no trim and a trunk lid. As we can see, the body is the same as the sedan, so it's a pillared coupe instead of hardtop. That one I'm showing is a hardtop, just like this GTX. One more book is this book, Muscle Cars. I like very much, and it's always a good reference for cars, images, and pics. And a 66 Plymouth Satellite. So it's pretty comparable to this one I'm showing. As we can see, we have the different front grille, the different headlights. Really looks nice. I like the 67 better, but the 66 is also a nice car. 426 Hemi, that's exactly the same engine. And the rear of the 66, as we can see, it's got little wider tail lights, but narrower reverse lights in the chrome trim with the Plymouth. The trunk lid is also different, a different trim for a 67. But the car itself is basically the same. The engine, which is the 426 Hemi, and the Hemi orange with those black valve covers and the chrome air filter top. The engine bay, we can see it's pretty much the same. And interior, we can see it's pretty much the same, but the seats are different. So this is it. So at a first glance of the front of this car, we can see all details that are in this 67 Plymouth. The 66 got a different grille mesh, but it's basically that. But the rest of the car is pretty much the same. And as we can see, this Hemi engine looks very nice, looks very accurate, and very realistic. The headlights and the blinkers and the bumpers, as well as the bumpers and the grille mesh, look perfect, really. Those fenders are very well made. The color is very nice. The Plymouth logo with the letters that are actually decals look very nice. And the hinges with the coil springs are very realistic. The engine bay is also very realistic. As we can see, the Hemi engine, that's made in orange. It's Hemi orange indeed, actually, with those black valve covers and the spark plugs atop the valve covers. We can see the distributor, the alternator, radiator hose, the cables, spark plug cables, the battery cables, brake system, a reservoir, horn, the front panel with the radiator. So all details that are supposed to be here. And the grille, that looks very realistic. Even though it's not a grille, but it's got a very well-made mesh. The hood shuts correctly. no gaps, no misalignments at all. Windshield wipers and windshield trim look all very nice. With the driver's door open, we can take a look at the interior, and we can see that it's made with such perfection. Steering wheel with the chrome horn trim. It's a 3-spoke, and the pedals, gas and brake. It's an automatic transmission. We can see the gear lever in the central console. The seats that are both adjustable and tilt. We can see this trim here below the door. Door panel is very well made, and there's a lock here in the door. 426 logo, that's the Hemi engine, and a Satellite logo at the tip of the front fender. Wheels and tires look very nice with this dog dish hubcap, and the doors have correct opening. There's a carpet inside, which is very well made, but there are no floor mats. Dashboard looks fantastic with its chrome trim and all gauges that are made with decals. Trim around the windows is also made with decals and perfect chrome. Lines of this car are very nice. One bad thing about the black color is it collects a lot of dust, but the painting quality is perfect. Driver's door shuts correctly aligned with a trim and a silver stripe below. The door handle is a different piece, but the lock is cast in metal and painted on. By looking at the rear, we can see the rear of this car looks very nice. The trim looks very nice. The tail lights, the trunk lid with the Plymouth logo, and this gas cap, which is removable. I'm not going to take this off, but it actually opens. The bumper is made with perfection, and the chrome is a very high quality chrome. Taking one more look at the interior, we can see one more glance at the dashboard. Glove compartment lid that's closed. It actually opens. I'm not going to open it, but it opens. Central console and a radio, gear lever, headliner with a dome light, and a passenger door shuts correctly, just like the other one. There are no misalignments at all. As we can see, they're all very well aligned. Any antenna that goes up and down. Perfect. All trim, all details, logos. They're photo etched. This one is a decal actually. All parts are aligned. Hood ornament. So all details in this car are very well made. Rear of the car, we can see that's very well made. The bumper, we can see that's made with such realism. There are no cast markings, and the chrome has a very good quality. The taillights are actually made in acrylic, so they are not chrome painted on with enamel or something that would simulate the acrylic, but it's actually made of acrylic pieces, so they're all different parts. This is what makes this brand a little bit more expensive than the other ones. The trim, the trunk lid with the Plymouth letters, they're made in photo etched. Reverse lights, pieces of acrylic, and a Satellite logo is a photo etched logo as well. Trunk lid closes correctly. It shuts perfectly. There are no misalignments, no gaps at all, no defects of any kind. This transparency rear glass is not 100%. It's kind of fainted, but I really don't know why. But anyway, it's still good and still has a good transparency. We can see the seats and the rear deck with no problem. And the trim is with a very good quality. By looking underneath the car, we can see that all details were respected and made with perfection. The Hemi engine started with a cable steering system that actually works, suspension that actually works both in the front and the rear, drive shaft that spins as we turn the rear wheels, the gas tank and a spare tire bay. It seems to be the spare tire bay, and the mufflers, muffler tip, they're all rectangular, diagonal instead of being straight, just like the other Mopars. The mufflers are made with different colors, and the exhaust manifolds, and the collar scheme, that's a body color on the outside and primer more inwards. So this is perfect both outside and inside, and the top and underneath. This car is very well made. It's a real nice car to have in a collection. Wheels and tires are perfect as well. If I am to give this car a grade, who am I to give it something lower than a 10? I wouldn't really. I would give this car a 10 with no doubt. The car is perfect, the model car is perfect, the painting is perfect, all details are all trims, wheels and tires, interior, exterior, engine, bottom, everything in this car is very well made. So it's a car I really appreciate, and I really recommend for those who want to have those Mopar model cars. So I'd like to thank you for all views, for all likes and comments. Please let me know what you think about this car, what you think about this video. Don't forget to subscribe and to give me a thumbs up. And also click the bell for news. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.